past that old dirt road where your goodbye still echoes in my mind. Got my boots kicked off by the tailgate glow, but I can't shake the taste of leaving you behind. Pour another round, pretend it's all okay, but the glass just shows your face, it never fades away. I'm drowning in these empty bottle blues, pouring down tears in these cold hard truths. Cause when the lights go dim and the jukebox bleeds your name, no amount of whiskey can wash away this pain. Traded Sunday morning church for Saturday nights, chasing neon signs that won't fill your space. Dust kicked up by passing tail lights, can't outrun the memory of your sweet embrace. Every sip burns hotter than the truth, and every song's a knife cutting deeper through. I'm drowning in these empty bottle blues, pouring down tears in these cold hard truths. Cause when the lights go dim and the jukebox bleeds your name, no amount of whiskey can wash away this pain. On a bar stool stage with a broken heart for show, I sing our song, but you're the only one who knows that these chords fall flat when you're not here to move, and the melody's just hollow without your groove. Still drowning in these empty bottle blues, pouring out my soul in these barroom pews. Cause even with the alcohol, I can't forget your face. So I'll chase this heartache till the bottle takes its place. Its place. Leave me here with my glass half full of you, singing solo to these empty bottles. Up on a Sunday, face down on the floor, empty bottle in my hand, like the night before. The mirror showed a stranger with bloodshot hollow eyes. I said, Lord, if you can hear me, I'm tired of living lies. Used to drink to drown memories of love and dreams long gone. Bar stools were my altar, and whiskey was my song. But one night in that silence, I heard a voice so true. He said, son, this ain't the end, I've got a plan for you. Between the bottle and the Bible, I was torn and I was blind, but grace found me trembling in the ruins of my mind. Now I'm trading bitter sorrow for peace I never knew. The bottle broke me down, but the Bible pulled me through. preacher didn't judge me, just held my shaking hand, said sometimes broken people are part of God's own plan. Now I sit here every evening with coffee, not with gin, and I sing Amazing Grace, where my story once had sin. Between the bottle and the Bible, I was lost, but now I'm found. Mercy met me kneeling on that dusty chapel ground. I dusty highway stretches out before my boots. Sun beats down, but I won't stray from my truth. Every mile reminds me of the vows I made when that church bell rang and our hands were laid. I walk the line straight as an honest man can be. Through storm and wind, your love's the only guide I need. No turning back, I keep your memory inside. I walk the line, 'cause your heart is worth the fight. Midnight shadows dance beneath the pale moonlight. Temptations whisper, but I hold you tight. Chains of steel can't bind me more than your embrace. Every step I take, I'm led by your grace. I walk the line straight as an honest man can be. Through storm and wind, your love's the only guide I need. No turning back, I keep your memory in sight. I walk the line, 'cause your heart is worth the fight. When the hard road tries to bend me out of shape, I hear your voice and every doubt escapes. Your faith in me's a beacon burning bright, shining steady in the darkest night. I walk the line straight as an honest man can be. Through storm and wind, your love's the only guide I need. No turning back, I keep your memory in sight. I walk the line, 'cause your heart is worth the fight. I walk the line. I met him on a midnight train, wearing boots all worn and cracked, a dusty hat and eyes that said he'd never once look back. He poured a little whiskey, slid a card across to me, said, "Son, I've seen 1,000 hearts, and yours won't set you free." He lit himself a cigarette, the smoke hung in the air, and said, "You're carrying a memory like an old man wears despair. You're thinking about a woman, one you lost along the line. But pain don't pay no interest, boy, and time ain't ever kind." He said, "You gotta know when to hold on dark. There's time enough for crying when life has played its card. I asked him how he knew her face was living in my head. He smiled just like the lonely dew and softly shook his head. Saw the way you grip that rain you keep inside your coat. That kind of love don't die, son, it just learns how to float. He said you gotta know when to hold on, know when to let go, know when to walk away when the wind begins to blow. You never count your heartache while you're sitting in the dark. There's time enough for crying when life has played its card. Then the train slowed down. He tipped his hat and stood. He said, son, don't chase the past, even if you think you should. He stepped out in the silence, and I never caught his name, but I still hear his voice each time the sorrow calls her name. You gotta know when to hold on, know when to let go, know when to walk away when the wind begins to blow. You never count your heartache while you're sitting in the dark. There's time enough for crying when life has played its card. Underneath the wide blue sky, you came with a gentle smile. Your eyes speak words I can't explain. You're driving me a little insane. Crazy beautiful, you got me mesmerized. In your arms the whole world feels right. Crazy beautiful, you never do me wrong. You're the midnight star shining so strong. You're like the wind that softly sings, touching my soul with tender wings. Every moment by your side is a song that never dies. Crazy beautiful, you got me mesmerized. In your arms the whole world feels right. Crazy beautiful, you never do me wrong. You're the midnight star shining so strong. so strong.